This week you can win an AK Lead Museo. To enter like every week, like, comment and subscribe and react to the posting on my Discord server, linked below. Also a quick shout out to all my boys on Patreon. If you want the 25/7 trading code right to your hand, podcast and some behind the scenes, you can find all of that there. Thanks!
If you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. But you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
Now we are here 8.5 years and 33,000 trades later. I have a registered company and trade CSGO skins next to my YouTube as my full-time job. And it's awesome. Not only have I managed to make my hobby into a job, I also met so many cool people along the way and helped you, my boys, with trading CSGO skins. And even realized I have protected many people from the dangers that hide in the community, like for example the API scam with my video having over 30,000 clicks. But I don't want to get too sentimental, I want to give you my top 3 moments of my whole trading career. And more importantly, what you can take away from them for your own trading. After this message of my sponsor. This video is sponsored by SkinsMonkey.com. SkinsMonkey is an automated CSGO bot trading site. They offer a huge amount of skins to instantly trade to, 24/7 live chat support and a 35% bonus on every cash deposit. With our referral code NEON you can get a free up to $5 bonus on your first trade when exchanging items worth at least $100. So like you can see here, I've calculated a little bit and found this cool deal on SkinsMonkey. I also used my $5 bonus. I just selected these 5 items out of my inventory for these 2 gut knife safari meshes field tested. I even got some leftover balance on the side, which I can use for my next trade. The 2 gut knives were on trade logs, so I just saved them onto the side, but some days later I could just withdraw them to my Steam, and as you can see here, I've got a really good upgrade and with my bonus code also a really good deal. So check out SkinsMonkey right now. Link to the site with my bonus code is in the description. First, my field tested souvenir of Dragon Lore, which I got from a bot trading site. Yeah, I know that doesn't sound like a good tip to just get that. But hear me out, okay? Most people know that I owned 2 souvenir Op Dragon Lores back in 2017. A .22 signed by Dennis and a .18 signed by Snacks. But how I got them is rather surprising. I didn't overpay it on a big trader and I also didn't buy it directly from an unboxer. I was just playing as I saw that a .22 souvenir dealer popped up on CS Money. I am sure not many people at the time just had $8,200 on CS Money items laying around. Yes, they go for over $50,000 in cash nowadays, I know. But I had that and I always wanted to have this high tier skin, so I just traded for it. Finding prices was very ducking hard at that time, but I managed to find a trade where, in my opinion, I would end up around an even trade, which is pretty good as CS Money at the time took around 7% in fees. After playing it for 2 weeks, I actually listed it on OP Skins for sale. Anyone remembering OP Skins? I do. And just after 7 days of listening, it actually sold for $3,800 US. which was the most expensive sale of a field-tested souvenir Dragonlore at the time.
Yes, I know that's the price for the cheapest Birkenstock non-souvenir Dragonlore nowadays. Thanks for reminding me all the time.
Sorry. Fun thing here, I didn't cash out the balance. I bought 3 factory new howls with it and then traded them on SkinsMonkey for a 0.18 souvenir D-Lore. Yeah. And this one I finally sold and cashed out for $4,200. So I set the record of the most expensive sale for a souvenir D-Lore 2 times. Not talking about the price nowadays. Now, what can you take away from that? Back in those days, and even now, many people and even experienced traders or YouTubers will tell you that this was and is not possible. But I always love to compare and calculate a lot and squeeze out any little bit of profit that I can get on a trade or some bot trading site. And even if I invested many hours to find a deal like this on sites where it is normally not possible to make profit because SkinsMonkey just buys items for 7% less and sells them for the full price. So in theory, it's very hard to make a profit. But I still calculated a lot, searched through a lot of deals and still managed to do it in many cases, live on stream in many of my videos and also here for the 2 souvenir Dragonlores. So if you're just a new trader, be open, listen to feedbacks and opinions, but also use your own head. Because if you have a cool idea and think you can make profit on such a site, just calculate it, be careful, and most likely you will find something that is comparable good. And also to prove all the haters wrong. Number 2, pricing provider change. The Steam community market used to be the #1 pricing source for everybody. As cash trading got bigger, more and more people want to calculate with like actual money, because that's what they live off in the end. As Buff 163 took over Steam in volume, many people switched to Buff 163. Also me. But in my case, it was when I was trading for a flip knife Sapphire with a trader at that time. And yeah, he wanted to downgrade it into many small liquid items. And of course he wanted a little bit of overpay. But we could not find a deal in the first place, and then I figured out that he was using this new website called Buff as reference, while I was still using Steam prices. So on average, Steam prices are like 20 to 35% more than Buff prices. But the ratio differs from every item. So here, smart Mr. Neon also looked up Buff prices and in the end sent a deal to the guy which he accepted, which was 5% profit for him going by Buff prices and 7% profit for me going by Steam prices. So in the end, as we both had that at our main pricing source, we both walked away with profit. Nowadays, of course, I also use Buff to price 99.9% of my items, and as the volume is just too big, it is the most liquid and precise market by far. But this also shows that you should be open to change, because I priced my items on Steam for at least 5 years. And also use sites like Steam Analyst and something like that. But if I hadn't changed, I would most likely not be that successful. Because even if you have a money printing machine somehow, for example an insanely good working trading strategy, there will come some changes over time to the market or something else you cannot affect. You should be ready to switch up some things and maybe tune some stuff, even though your strategy worked for a long time. Number 3, really important, handling disaster. Big companies have like their own department for handling disaster or when something's happening. And if you have a lot of money in CSGO or trade for a long time, there will some disaster or drama occur that strikes you or the market. So you should really think about it. And for example, when Valve introduced the 7-day trade ban on CSGO skins, there, you can imagine, was a really big drama, bank run, and of course a lot of anxiety. If you look at any price on the Steam community market starting at the 29th of March 2018, or at the player base, you can see that they both took a huge hit. Many people were panic selling, and even as prices started to recover, people called trading and the skin scene basically dead, because being able to send items from one account to the other was a really big important thing. Some marketplaces or bot trading sites quickly developed strategies to handle the trade log, but they were just a shadow of their former glory. But now, trading and skins are way bigger than they have ever been before. And this is all despite the 7-day trade log still being in place. I mean, even gambling is back, but we don't want to talk about that now. The CSGO market is highly volatile, meaning there is a big risk of it going up and down suddenly. Most of this follows some action by Valve. For example, some update, some ban wave, something like that. But if you are or want to become a part of this community, you will be affected by this. So please be aware of the risks and also learn how to keep a cool head when disaster like this strikes. And yeah, I think this sums up the video pretty good. Don't forget to join the giveaway, my boys. Thanks for ducking 8.5 years of trading. I am Neon, and I'll see you guys in the next one.